2026 spring trends. Let's do it. I think spring used to be my least favorite season, which is crazy, but it just felt like a filler all the time. But now it's turned into one of my favorites, and I think the fashion definitely backs it up. I'm so excited about these trends I have to talk about today. And I'm also so excited to say thank you so much to thredUP for sponsoring this video. I've wanted to work with thredUP for 6 years now. 7. Since 2019. So this is such an exciting moment for me. They're seriously the perfect brand for my channel, and I've been shopping on thredUP for years on my own. Stay tuned to hear about them and for a discount code. First spring trend I wanted to talk about is beaded fringe. If you follow me on Instagram, I would have talked about this a little bit. People on, I think it was TikTok, were kind of drooling over this Tory Burch beaded purse, and I totally get why. It's beautiful. And I think we've been seeing so much fringe. Honestly, I want to say since I started YouTube in 2019 and talking about trends, I have had fringe in my trend prediction every year. It almost feels like a classic now because it's been around for so long and trending. We've seen it with suede fringe, we've seen it with more of like the string fabric kind of fringe, leather fringe, and now I think a lot of beaded fringe is coming out of it. I try to do my best finding photos for you guys. Sometimes when I say these things, they haven't hit the fashion mainstream yet, so it's kind of hard to find photos, especially super inclusive photos. So I do my best. I think you get the idea of what I'm talking about on purses, on dresses, on shirts, on skirts, just anywhere there's an end of a garment having this beaded fringe. I don't think it always has to be a fully beaded piece as well, but I think mostly purses, if you want to get this secondhand, you will definitely be able to find it by searching beaded fringe purse, and it's so pretty. Next thing that I think is going to be trending, and I have found so many styles on thredUP of, are silk or satin pants. I didn't purchase any for myself this time around because I am almost 8 months pregnant. I need pants right now. They're not going to fit me in the long run, and I'm going to be heartbroken if a pair of perfect silk or satin pants don't fit me in a few months when I would want to wear them the most. I always talk about this, but every trend I talk about in a trend prediction video can be bought secondhand. And I've already curated a full list of these trends with items that fit into every category on thredUP, so make sure to check those out. Every trend ever has already been in the fashion life cycle, so why not buy them secondhand? Better for the environment and better for your wallet. I love that thredUP has such a wide variety of items on there. You can find anything from Gap, Old Navy, to designer brands. Like right now, this top I'm wearing is from Marc Jacobs. I would never own a top from Marc Jacobs if it wasn't for secondhand shopping on thredUP. Here's my first outfit from thredUP with the Marc Jacobs top, styling it in a bit of a color blocking with this bold top, bold navy blue bottom. It's so cute. Next outfit is the easiest color blocking ever. Black top, white bottom. This quarter length sleeve shirt is from thredUP and have been so trendy recently. I have so many that I've saved in my favorites for you guys, but this one, I like that it's got the little pocket just for a touch of something unique. This next dress is originally from Mango. It's all I could ever want and more in a summer dress, because it fits me right now. I know that this will slink right back down to a size that will fit me after, which I was really worried it wouldn't fit over my boobs right now. I'm so excited. I love it with a pair of black boots for the springtime, and then once it gets closer to summer, just any summer sandal. It's going to be my go-to. Prepare to be sick of me in this dress. These outfits are making me hope the weather gets warm enough to wear these before my bump's gone, because how cute is this baby doll dress with a pair of cowboy boots? This dress is originally from Mango. Got it on thredUP. Knew it'd be perfect. It feels good to have some pieces that I know will fit in the upcoming season that are this cute. This next denim dress is from Collision. It's got pockets, which I love. It's denim, big sleeves, everything I adore. I paired it with these boots I already have, and look how they won't zip up my calf. Ignore that. Last top from thredUP, another one of these 3/4 length sleeves. Just pairing it with a pair of blue jeans. Red and blue is such an underrated combo. This kind of feels like color blocking with jeans, so I'm eating my words. Getting these kind of basics is so worth your while at thredUP. They make your outfits so much more intentional without really doing that much extra. I'm so out of breath from trying all these clothes on. And the last thing I found was this little Ralph Lauren beanie with the buttons down the front and this adorable baby pink color. I want to get makeup on it right now, but I can't wait to wear this. It feels like a spring beanie. I also always talk about the search features on ThredUp. It is so easy to find exactly what you're looking for. You can search by brand, you can search by style, you can even search by image. Literally screenshot a picture on Pinterest, Instagram, whatever you're looking for, and ThredUp will find items that are similar, if not the same, to what you're looking for. It blows my mind every time, and I genuinely use this feature more than I'd like to admit. I always say I don't scroll on social media apps. I'm scrolling on ThredUp for secondhand pieces because the possibilities are endless on there, and it's so easy. Shop hundreds of brands for a fraction of a price, all in one place. You can use the link in the description box and use my code LANEY50 to shop my ThredUp favorites with 50% off your first purchase and free shipping. Thank you again to ThredUp for sponsoring this video. Let's get into the rest of the trends. So for these silk and satin pants, I think color. I think this goes into so much of, I think I had it as a winter trend for 2025, as well as just like a 2026 overarching trend, and that's color blocking. I think such an easy way to do this without always having to wear a skirt. A bold color is a silk or satin pant because a denim jean doesn't really go with that. Color blocking ability, it's different with denim. I just don't think you can color block with denim that well. But these silk and satin pants, I was wearing these all the time in 2020, and I had two cream pairs and maybe like a navy blue, and I think I sold them because I went through a closet purge, and I'm just so upset by basically everything I've ever done in 2020. But they were so comfy. I'd wear them with little graphic tees. I would wear them with like a leather jacket in the winter when they should not have been worn, but I think for the spring that these will be such a big hit. I definitely am going to be purchasing a pink pair on ThredUp when I figure out what my size will be this spring, because baby's due in April. That's terrifying. Okay, going on to that, I'm saying it again, but color blocking, bold color blocking. I do personal styling on the app Index, and I almost always do a color blocking look now, and you would think that's too crazy for my style. I would never wear these bold colors. Color blocking can be a navy blue top and a cream bottom. It can be a black skirt and a white top. That's color blocking. It's just two bold colors coming together in a very sharp line. You could wear something as neutral as a base like that with a black or white shoe, and that's essentially color blocking. I like to do it with a little bit more of a bold color, but I'm still wearing like burgundy, baby pink, navy blue, brown, sometimes like a chartreusey yellow. Not even chartreuse, like a butter yellow you could do it with. You can do it with pastels. You can do it with muted colors, and it's still color blocking. And it is so trendy right now and so incredibly fashionable. You guys all need to try it in your closet. Color blocking is so slept on. Next thing is something I've been seeing on a few influencers, and influencers really are the first to wear these kind of pieces. They want to be first. They try things out before the general public has to, and brands send them these kind of pieces that are for their next season or whatever. So a long tutu, I think, like not so much Sex and the City Carrie Bradshaw opening. That one's like a little bit too ballerina core, but I'm so surprised we didn't see more of these when ballet core was so big and happening. But a long, more A-line, less poofy tutu skirt is going to be so trendy. I think there's so many ways to style this. In like a very 2016 way, I think would be with like a graphic tee and Doc Martens, but I prefer it in a little bit more of a feminine way, wearing it for a night out with ballet flat or a pair of heels and just kind of a shirt that matches the vibe, a blouse, a bustier corset, something just pretty and delicate. So not so much like, it'd probably be like 2012 Demi Lovato Converse and prom dress, or I hope I can find it. I'm picturing like a Disney Channel Selena Gomez like tutu Converse leather jacket, which I still think is so cute, and maybe we'll be seeing it more that way, but I think in a more feminine ballet core is what's going to be a bit more trending this season. And tutu feels like such a crazy thing to wear as like a normal person, because I truly don't consider myself like a fashion influencer in the way that I experiment like that. I live in a suburban Midwest city, so I dress pretty normal, but I could totally get away wearing this, I think, for like drinks with the girls or like dinner or something like that. Next are tassels. I feel like we've been seeing tassels so much on home decor, whether it's like to tie your curtains up or just having little tassel accents like hanging over a couch or a table or something like that. But this is kind of like a 2-for-1. I think we're seeing a lot more rope belts, like a skinny just cinch in any shirt or coat that's not supposed to have a belt on it with a rope belt, and at the end of these rope belts having tassels. Tassels feels like an extension of the fringe, the beaded fringe, so it goes right into it. But I think tying these little tassels or having keychain tassels on your purse, I can't really think of anything else, maybe tassels on like shoes or pants or something like that. I hope I can find enough photos of what I'm thinking about. Definitely big. And the last spring trend prediction has definitely come into fruition a little bit. When I'm saying prediction, I just mean I'm predicting that these trends will only grow, and that's 90s layering. I think we've seen it so much with a long sleeve and like a short sleeve t-shirt on top, which is one of my favorites. And also so good when you're pregnant and your long sleeves don't cover your belly. Just throw on like what used to have been an oversized t-shirt and it looks perfect. You still get to wear your long sleeve, but the oversized tee fits perfectly, covers your tummy. I think we're also going to be seeing it so much more this spring though, with like a white t-shirt under a silk dress or under a cami thin style dress, long sleeves under the summer dresses that maybe you wouldn't normally be able to wear. I'm somebody who normally layers those kind of things on top of my dress, but I really think for the spring season it's going to be so much more 90s. Like look at Friends, look at what Rachel wears with these layering pieces, and I think that's going to be so big. I think we've seen it a bit too with like just a regular cami and a long sleeve or a short sleeves t-shirt underneath, but try it with not just basics. Try it with like one of your going out camis, whether it's silk or feels more like a bustier or something, and just put a little white t-shirt underneath and it makes it more wearable for the daytime. I love this type of layering because it's already in your closet and it really gives a new life to pieces that you wouldn't normally be able to wear day to day. Even like color matching the two. So if your satin top is blue, put a blue baby tee underneath. Or if it's black, put a black baby tee underneath. I love it. There's so many ways to do it. I feel inspired. I'm literally chilling here editing, but I forgot to talk about this trend. I was like, oh, I'll just save it for summer favorites, but I think it's going to be so big in the spring and we're going to see it at Fashion Week, is small purses, specifically cinch tops or kiss lock with a very long chain strap or a very long skinny strap. I feel like people have been wearing them just around their neck, or like Runway has been wearing around their neck. I think finding them with a longer strap and wearing them crossbody will definitely be very big. It's a resurgence of the mini purse, but so different, not structured, more slouchy, and a vintage feel that you can definitely find secondhand. Pregnancy brain is so boring because I literally had a list. I was reading off a list and I forgot another one, and that's this kind of like loose knit mohair. I feel like it's a way to get this kind of like filet crochet or fillet crochet feel when the weather still isn't permitting. So this loose knit I think is going to be really big this spring as well as next winter. I'm done. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to check out ThredUp, use the link in my description box, and use code LANEY50 for 50% off your first purchase on ThredUp and free shipping. I'm so excited to try and do a styling of these spring trends for you guys because you know I'm working with the teeniest tiniest wardrobe compared to what I'm used to, but I think we can still do it. A lot of these trends are already in my closet. They're probably already in yours, and I love you guys absolute most, and I'll see you in a few days. Bye.